Wow, you've been waiting a while. Welcome. I think this is the first time you've been in my chat, isn't it? I don't know. Are you still there? Hey, happy Valentine's Day! Yay! I have a Valentine. How are you doing today? Oh, thank you. I got it cut today. Can you tell? And I put a little bit of a pink rinse on it. But yeah, I got it. I got 4 inches of it cut off today. My day didn't start out so good, so I decided I needed to change my perspective. And so I cut my hair. Oh, thanks. Um, yeah, when I got up this morning at 5 o'clock, my power went out and it was out for about 2 hours. It came on once, was on for about 3 minutes, and then went back out again. The funny thing is, I got up, and as soon as I got out of bed and put my shoes on, the power went out. It just vroom, everything was dead. And so I was like, oh great. Well, I have some solar lights. So I turn on the solar light and I get up and I feed my cats and I immediately look out to see if I can see any other lights. I didn't see anything, so I called Ameren and they said 80 people were without power at the same time as me. Ah, great. So I reported it and I started lighting candles. No sooner had I gotten all my candles lit, the power came back on. I was like, crap. So I was getting ready to blow them out. I blew out one candle, boom, the lights went out again. So I was without power again for another hour and a half. And then when it came back on, I'm like, I'm leaving the candles on, hence why I have this candle on. I'm like, I'm leaving the candles on just to be on the safe side. I know, right? So, you know, it has stayed on since I've been home. I actually went out and about today and I got home probably about 3 hours ago and it hasn't gone out again since then. But now I'm like paranoid because we've had some pretty high winds and that's usually when my power goes out. Forgive me if I'm not looking at you. I'm working on a needlepoint project. Turn it that way so you can see it. Here's what it's supposed to look like. Oh, thanks, Heather. Here's what it's supposed to look like. I don't know if you can see that. It says, all good things are wild and free. Henry David Thoreau. So I'm stitching that tonight. Well, I won't get it all done tonight, obviously. Yeah, I really like that quote. You know, I just, I agree with it. All good things are wild and free. So, so you don't have big plans for tonight? Or are you going out later? Or what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Oh, hell no. Well, I'm single this year, so I'm not celebrating. I mean, I did get my cousin, who's also my best friend. I got her a present, but yeah. Although today, while I was at Barnes and Noble, there was a middle-aged man dressed up as Cupid, and he gave me a present. He gave me some essential oils, which I thought was awesome, and some candy. So I did get a Valentine gift today. That was kind of cool. You got a package in the mail. Oh, awesome! What'd you get? Or well, if you want to share what you got. Um, I got a bill today. That was not fun, but that's okay. You know, what are you gonna do? You got to pay your bills, right? I don't know how many other people will be jumping in tonight. Oh, that's awesome. You know, that's one good thing about the YouTube community is you can meet people all over the world. I think that's just so cool. I thought there was somebody else in here because it said that there was one person waiting, but I guess they left or they haven't come back. I don't know. Oh, I love the Shapeshifter Tarot. Awesome. That is so cool. That you know, I actually don't have that deck. That's one deck I don't have. I have like, I don't know, 45, 50 decks. Oh, I love stones. I have stones everywhere in my house. I always have rocks in my pockets. Better than rocks in the head, right? uh, I'm pretty tired today too. I watched my grandson yesterday and boy, he's energetic. Aw, nice. That's a really nice gift. Do you read the tarot, Heather? I can't remember if you do. I have my fingerless gloves on because my hands keep getting cold. I don't know why. I keep fighting chills lately. Oh, nice. Well, I'll tell you what. Best advice I can give on reading the tarot is to go with your instinct, not with what the book tells you. I actually taught tarot card reading at my local junior college. For 6 years, I taught there. You could even get a course credit for my class because it was cross-listed with art history. So, but yeah, the best thing you can do is to go with your gut, not with the book. The book is a suggestion. It's not fact. So, just play with them. I like to tell everybody, you know, the best way to really get to know your cards is to take one card and study it. Take one card and study it every day for a week. And, you know, or you could do 2 cards in a week and write down everything you see on that card, every image you see on that card. Not what you think it means, but the actual image. So, like, say you see a heart, then write down, I see a heart. If you see the color red, I see the color red. And after you've gone through the entire deck, which is 78 cards, so it'll take you a while. After you've gone through the entire deck, oh yeah, Heather, I'd happily help you. Then go back and reread your notes and do it again. And I always tell everybody, go through the deck at least 3 times. Because once you do that, I have been reading for 39 years and I still see new things in the cards. Doesn't matter what deck I use, I will still see something new in the cards. And the meanings are going to be filtered through your own experiences. So the meanings are going to change as you change. So don't ever let anybody tell you that your interpretation is wrong because there is no wrong in reading the cards. My son was reading tarot cards when he was 5 years old. So if a little kid can do it, anybody can do it. No wrong. That's right. There is no wrong. There's only choices. There's only different options. I don't like it when certain tarot readers will say, oh, well, that's wrong. That's a wrong interpretation. No, there's no wrong interpretation. It's your interpretation. So that, and I believe the universe will tell you what it means at the time that you need it. You know, it's all about symbology. It's all about the symbols on the cards. So yeah, I used to teach both beginning tarot reading and advanced tarot reading. It was kind of funny because the guy in charge, oh, you're welcome. The guy in charge of the department was surprised that my class was so popular. I've actually thought about going back and teaching it again. You know, I had to take some time off. I left in 2012 because my mom passed away from cancer. So, or 2009, excuse me. Gosh, my brain's fried. 2009. So, I kind of left everything for a while. What's up, Magic? Magic's walking back and forth under my feet. I don't know why. Yeah, I've thought about it. I don't know. Hey, Mike. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that I got a couple people to chat with tonight. You know, it's pretty sad when you get into a live stream and then nobody comes. Nobody shows up. Then I get upset. Well, I shouldn't say upset. I get sad. I'm like, oh, nobody wants to talk to me. Yeah, where are you, Mike? Heather wants to know if you're on the road. What are you doing tonight, Mike? I gotta turn off this fan, so I'm gonna stand up. Yours was okay. Mine was okay. It started off rough. Mine started with a power outage lasting for a couple of hours. But then I ended up having coffee with a couple of friends of mine later, so that was good. Sorry, there's like fuzz on my glasses. I think I need new glasses. Oh. Oh no, I've lost my needle. There it is. That's something you don't want to lose either. It's your embroidery needle. Sea Willow Herb and Tarot. Huh. I'll have to check them out. If you have the link, Heather, feel free to drop it. So, hey, Mike, look, I got my hairs cut. I got 4 inches cut off of this mop on my head. Magic, lay down. Magic. Somebody wants my attention. What's the matter, Magic? Uh-oh. Did we lose Mike? I'm showing only one person in here. Who's in here? Is it you, Heather? Are you still here? Magic. Baby, come on, lay down. Lay down. He doesn't want me to stitch. Okay, so you're here, Heather. I think Mike might have popped out. Oh, no, there we go. Being sued over. Oh, no, Mike, I am so sorry. I am so sorry to hear that. Oh, gosh. I hope everything works out. Lawsuits are not fun. I've been involved in a couple myself. Although I was the one suing, so. But although somebody did threaten to sue me, my ex-husband threatened to sue me. I told him bring it on. Once I told him bring it on, he dropped it. So my first ex-husband, not my second. My second ex-husband's really cool. He and I are friends, but speak with the attorney, it's always bad news. Oh. Well, I will say a prayer and light a candle for you, Mike. I know that's rough. Okay, I have got to put my stitching down because Magic, as you can see, is climbing all over me. He will not let me stitch. What's the matter, kitty? Look at this. Isn't this pathetic? Look at this pathetic cat. Ow, don't claw me. What's the matter, Magic? Are we getting ready to get a storm or something? Usually when we're getting ready to get storms, my cats will climb all over me. Well, Mike, I sure hope that things pick up. I definitely will send some good energy your way. You are pathetic. Aw. Is Gypsy live? Yeah, I'm live. I'm live. Refresh, Mike. You might want to refresh. Um, if it's going around and round, I don't know. Hopefully my internet isn't buffering. Okay, so it must be on Mike's end. Mike, hit your refresh button. It might be a little blip in your internet. Because Heather says hers is okay, so it's not on my end. I know sometimes my internet goes wonky with the wind and everything, so I do apologize if it goes out, if I start buffering. Oh, oh. Look at this cat. What's with you? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Cersei, I think I'm live. My little counter says I've been live for 16 minutes. So, yeah, Magic, he's funny. This kitty, I adopted him last year on Black Friday. And he has never lived in a house before except this one. He was surrendered to the shelter when he was 6 weeks old. And now he's 2 years old. He's been with me, since last November. So I think he likes living in a house rather than living in a cage. Yes. It was so funny when I first brought him home, though. He didn't know what to do. He just kind of sat in the middle of the living room floor and didn't do anything. It was funny. It was like he wasn't sure if he was allowed to go anywhere. And I had to tell him, it's okay. You certainly would what, Heather? Oh, hasn't killed the... Well, that's good, Mike. As long as you've got some love in your heart, you will be fine. You just have to try to keep the chin up, keep your head above water. And if you love all creatures, that's a good thing because, animals have healing properties. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he definitely likes living in a house, not in a cage. Now, he runs the roost. I mean, he'll go wherever. Won't you? Won't you, Magic? Yes. Look at you. Oh, you silly boy. He is just acting all squirrely right now. It does make me wonder if we're going to get bad weather or something. Usually that's when my cats start climbing on me. Really, Mike? Oh, I don't kill my indoor spiders. And I'll tell you why I don't kill my indoor spiders. I live in the middle of the woods, and my indoor spiders keep the mosquitoes away. So I don't kill my indoor spiders. Now, mice, I will let my cats catch the field mice that come in the house. But, yeah. I don't kill my indoor spiders. I name them. I've got Esmeralda and Pyewacket and Sebastian. I named one of them Sebastian. I don't know why. But the rule is I have a deal with the spiders in my house. They can go anywhere in the house except above my bed. They're not allowed above my bed. I can't deal with spiders, hanging above my bed. That just freaks me out. But they can go everywhere else. They don't bother me if they go everywhere else. So, he is clawing my leg. I know you're happy, Magic. What's the matter? What did you just see? There's nothing there. He just jerked his head. Ghosts. I have ghosts in my house. Exactly, Heather, exactly. Like I said, I live in the middle of the woods. I get mosquitoes, I get gnats, I get ticks, and, you know, flies, and having spiders in the house helps keep that crap away from me. So don't get on the table. You know better. Don't. Um, so yeah, I let the indoor spiders do their thing, you know. Oh, excuse me. Permanently tired. See my shirt? I don't know if you can see it. It's permanently tired. Yeah, black widows I'll put outside. I've done that too. Um, brown recluses. Now I will kill a brown recluse. I've been lucky. Oh, Mike, I am so sorry to hear you talk like this, man. I wish there was something I could do to help you. You can always change what you believe in, you know. I mean, have faith in the fact that you're going to get up in the morning because the sun's going to come up. Believe in the sun coming up. You know that to be a fact. That's going to happen, you know. And then little by little you can bring your faith back. You can build yourself back up, Mike. You know, I know it's not easy. Trust me, I know. I battle with seasonal depression, so I know how it's easy to get down and how hard it is to get back up sometimes. But keep reaching out, definitely. You know. You see me. Yay! Good. I'm glad you see me. Sorry, I poured myself a glass of wine tonight since it's Valentine's Day, and I am my own Valentine tonight, so. Yes, we see you too, Mike. Sorry, I have this one piece of hair right here. It keeps getting in my face. It's driving me nuts. Oh, goodness. Magic, what are you doing? I would try to start stitching again, but I have a feeling as soon as I start stitching again, Magic's going to climb on my lap. So, I was going to turn off the light, but it was so dark in here. A sparkly beret. Yes! And I like shiny things. I like sparkly things. So, yes, I do need a sparkly beret. Usually, I just braid this part and get it off my face for the time being. But I have really thick hair. Kind of like a mob of angry fish. Oh, Mike. Take a deep breath. Take a deep cleansing breath. Tomorrow is a new day. There. And you have friends, you know, Witchy loves you. I know she does. And we love you. Me and Heather are here. All you can do is take it one day at a time. Oh, you like my bright room? Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad I didn't turn out the light then. I tend to like bright light, you know, and bright colors. And hi, Espen. Hello, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Espen, have you been in my chat before? I don't remember. I remember seeing your name, but I can't remember where I saw it before. Maybe it was on Witchy's stream. Maybe that's it. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Let's see if I can do a heart. Heart! Yay, I think I made one. Ah, Norway. Okay. Well, I have a Norwegian forest cat. Does that count? She's sleeping over here on the couch. I am not in Norway. I am in the Midwest United States in a small town in Illinois. I live in southern Illinois. Um, I did find out, however, through DNA testing that I am 44% Scandinavian, which I thought was interesting because I grew up being told I was German, Irish, and Cherokee Indian. And as it turns out, I am Scandinavian, German, and Irish, and 6% Iberian. I'm not sure where Spain came into the works, but it did. So, what do you guys want to chat about tonight? Or actually, in Norway, it must be. Oh, you lived in Olney? Ah, cooking. Oh, nice. I do have some cooking videos, Espen. You'll have to check them out. It's called Gypsy's Kitchen. So, a wild Spaniard. Yes, Heather, that must be it. Oh, Espen, maybe we are related. 126, is that AM or PM? Because it is 6:26 PM here. Um, AM. Oh, night. Okay. Wow. Oh, so very early morning. Oh, you're up late, I guess, or maybe it's early. I never know. I did live in Germany for a while. There's an 8-hour time difference where I lived in Germany from where I live now. That was always interesting when I was trying to call my mother to talk to her. So, you're a night owl. I'm not a night owl. I'm an early riser. I wake up at about 4:30 in the morning. And yeah, I never. Ah, wie geht's? Ja, ich spreche Deutsch. Ich auch. Ah, alles gut. Meine Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Ich vergesse viel. Hey, Starlight Spill Singer, I just watched your chalk video. Welcome, welcome. I like your chalk video, Starlight. That was really cool. I really liked that. You should check out my practical paganism playlist because I think you and I are on the same wavelength with a lot of things. So that would be cool. You should check it out. But yeah, I love that chalk video. I was like, oh, that is so cool. Ah, never would have thought of doing that. And of course, I keep eggshells and I grind them into powder and stuff like that. Oh, nice. Good. Well, I have the Practical Paganism series, and I also have the Tarot Tuesdays series. I do tarot readings every Tuesday for week to week. So, yeah, Heather, you should check out her chalk video. It's really cool. I never would have thought of that. I honestly never would have thought of that. So now I'm like, now I have something I can share with my speaking in El Parlo. Oh, Italiano. Oh, I don't speak Italian. Hablo un poquito español. um, I wish I could speak Italian. I love languages. Can you guys tell? I like to learn different languages. Um, my second ex-husband actually teased me because we went to Mexico and our son was competing in the martial arts World Cup at the time. And we stopped in at this little Mexican shop and I started speaking in Spanish to the vendor. And, oh, Schnackenhorst. Okay. um, but I started speaking, Spanish to the store vendor because we were in Mexico. Well, then he was telling me, oh, that my, poquito, yes, little. Yeah. P-O, wait, P-A, I don't know how to spell it. I don't know how to spell it. But anyways, yeah. He said, "Oh, your pronunciation is really good. Do you speak any other languages?" And I said, oh, see, hablas alemán, which is I speak German. And he looked at me with these big eyes and he says, oh, du sprechen Deutsch, ich sprechen Deutsch. And all of a sudden we switched from speaking Spanish to speaking German. And my then husband, as we were leaving, says to me, he says, leave it to you to go to Mexico and find somebody that speaks German. And it was just kind of funny because the shopkeeper was like, oh, this is so nice to be able to speak German with someone because he didn't know anybody that spoke German. And so with me speaking German with him, he was getting conversational practice. Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. It was so much fun. But I love learning languages. I'm the type of weirdo that will check out language tapes from the library. Oh, your wife speaks Spanish. That's cool. That's awesome, Mike. Like I said, I speak a little bit of Spanish. I used to be fluent in German, but not so much anymore because I haven't really spoken it since 1995. Ooh, Japanese. Wow. Now see, my son used to speak Korean. He taught himself Korean because he took Taekwondo. I eat food from all countries too, Espen. Yes, I have been known to try dried squid from Japan and lutefisk, and I have eaten shark, and I've eaten. My favorites are like curry. I love Indian food. Um, I like Thai food. I like Chinese food. I like Italian food. I like Mexican. I like real Mexican food. Um, and what I mean by real Mexican food is not Americanized Mexican food. I like my friend Yumi, she was from Japan. Her husband was from Mexico, and he used to cook the best meals. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you hungry. Oh, definitely, Starlight. It's always fun to get a taste of other countries. And I grew up with German and Irish heritage. And my German great grandfather used to make like homemade rye bread from scratch and all kinds of stuff. Spanish, Gaelic, and Russian. Ooh, Gaelic is actually a dying language. Making traditional Norwegian tomorrow. What are you making tomorrow, Espen? You're doing it live. Ooh, what time? I will have to. Yeah, Gaelic is very hard. Although, if you can speak German, you can probably speak Gaelic because the mouth positions are very similar. You speak from the back of the throat. Meat cakes and cabbage stew. Huh. Well, I'm not a big fan of cabbage. My Irish my Irish granny, I think, well, and German, both of them made cabbage dishes. So yeah, but I'll watch definitely. I will check you out because that's pretty awesome. It's so funny. Came to America at 20. Huh. So you're Irish in your Irish descent, Mike? That's pretty cool. Now see, my Irish great grandmother came through the Appalachian Mountains. And so I didn't learn Gaelic because that wasn't spoken when she was growing up. But she did have a brogue, an Irish brogue lilt to her voice. And then you combine that with the Appalachian accent. And she had a very cool accent. She called everyone darling. Tomo. 9 here in 20 hours. So maybe 4 in the afternoon. I'll have to look up. I'll set a reminder to look it up, Espen, because that would be cool. 9 there. Okay. I will definitely, if I'm not sleeping, I will do my best to catch you because yeah, that would be so cool. Now, are you going to be broadcasting in English or are you going to be broadcasting in Norwegian? Because I don't speak Norwegian. But you know what's funny? I actually will watch cooking shows from other countries, even if they're not speaking English. Oh, awesome. You're going to speak English. Cool. That is so cool. Oh, Starlight, I was going to ask you where you were from. I was trying to pick out your accent and I couldn't pick it out. So where are you from, Starlight? Okay. Oh, you're from Pennsylvania. Okay, awesome. Maybe that's why I don't know too many people from, I don't even know if I know anybody from Pennsylvania. Cool. Well, you know what, Espen, I will tell you, everybody always makes fun of my accent because okay, I am from Southern Illinois, which is Midwest. However, I am from a rural community, and so a lot of people speak with really thick Southern accents. I think I've lost most of mine. Um, but when I get really tired or if I get really angry or really upset, it comes out. My mother used to talk like this. You would have thought she was just a country bumpkin from Georgia. But yeah. But I think that's partially because having family that came through the Appalachian Mountains, we get that Kentucky, Tennessee accent going on. So, yeah. But I'll check out your accent, Espen. We'll see. We'll see how you are. Now, Mike, remind me where you're at. Better accent when tipsy. Oh, yeah. Well, what's funny is people say they can tell when I'm starting to get tipsy because I start sliding into an Irish lilt. And if I go into speaking nothing but German, I'm drunk, cut me off, take me home, put me to bed. That doesn't happen very often. I think it's happened twice in my lifetime, but yeah. Cloudberries. What are cloudberries? I don't know what cloudberries are. Kooky English. Now, I'm guessing you speak British English. You speak the Queen's English, not American English, Espen. Because I know when I lived in Germany, the Germans always spoke the Queen's English. They didn't speak American English, and my German best friend there asked me to speak or asked me to teach her American English. So, because American English is definitely different from the Queen's English. It's kind of like also Hochdeutsch and Plattdeutsch, the High German and Low German. It's kind of similar to comparing the Queen's English with a very Southern English or a Cockney English. So, which it's funny because Cockney is very similar to Southern American English. Oh, you're in Memphis? You're not too far from me right now, then, Mike. Trying to think how, let's see. What am I about 4 hours away from Memphis? 5 hours away from Memphis? Something like that. I know I'm closer to Paducah, Kentucky, or Nashville. Dreary in Memphis. It's been dreary here too, Heather. I mean, the sun came out for a little bit today, but they're calling for it to get really cold again, which I'm not looking forward to. Seems like we had like 4 days of freezing rain. We get a reprieve for a couple of hours, then boom, hits right again. I wasn't going to cut my hair until spring, but I just couldn't wait any longer. like I said, I had a bad morning, so I wanted to change my perspective on things. Yeah, Paducah's nice. My brother-in-law lives in Paducah. One of my brother-in-laws. Yeah, Paducah's really nice. It's a nice place. I like going down to the riverfront, going down along the wall. There's some really nice theaters and the chocolate place is there. I can't remember the name of it. It might be called the Chocolate Factory. Oh, Heather, I am so envious. I am so envious. I have nothing coming up right now. I mean, I have green moss. That's it, because there's been so much rain. Although I do have tomato plants inside that are about that tall now, about a foot tall. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I would expect so, Espen. I would expect so. Um, what are the seasons like in Norway? I mean, I've never been, so I don't know exactly what they're like. I mean, surely it's not snowy all the time, is it? You have regular seasons. I know when I lived in Germany, there was lots of seasons, but they were a lot cooler than where I'm from. It was so funny. I lived there one summer and it got up to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and all the Germans were sweating and complaining about how hot it was. And I laughed and I said, "Do you think this is hot?" Short summers, long autumn. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I love autumn. I was born in October, so I love autumn. Yes, Arizona is a beautiful state, Heather. I actually had a friend that lived in Tempe, and I used to go see her. So Arizona is nice. Actually, my doctor. You were born on Halloween, Espen? That's awesome. I was born on October 15th. So, Mike, you've just been everywhere. How long have you been a trucker, Mike? Oh, my daughter was born in August. Yes, it is hot and humid. And my daughter was born in Kentucky. She was born at Fort Knox, Kentucky. Oh, wow, Mike, that's awesome. A pair of friends of mine got married on Halloween. I was actually supposed to be born on November 20th, and instead I was born October 15th, and it was 106 degrees out the day I was born. It was an Indian summer. Oh, wow, Mike, that's a long time. You must be around my age. I think you're probably around my age then. Oh yeah, Samhain is probably my favorite holiday. I love Samhain. A happy birthday, Mike. How young are you, if you want to share? Oh, you are 5 years older than me, Mike. Espen's a Scorpio. I'm a Libra. Oh, you're six. Oh, yeah, I'll be 51 this year. I'll be 51 in October. So, yeah, I'm a Libra. So we have Libra, Gemini, Scorpio. Heather, what's your sign? You're a Leo. Oh, I'm a Leo moon. I'm a Libra birth sign, Libra sun sign, Leo moon sign, and Scorpio Venus. You'll be 50. Okay, so I'm a year older than you, Heather. Sorry, I keep doing like this because I have bifocals. Oh, you're only a year older than my son, Starlight. Anyways, I have bifocals, so to read the chat, I have to look through the bottom parts of my glasses, so that's why I keep tilting my head up. I'm sorry. And there's a glare, so the reflection of the candle. You're welcome. Ooh, Ooh, that's an interesting mix, Heather. Why? Why what? Well, I figure I'm proud of my age. I've raised 2 children, you know. So I've done amazing things. You know, I was in roller derby. I've taught college classes. I've been a social worker. Um, I've been an activist. 5 here. 5 here what, Espen? Heather. Really, Starlight? Oh, you have 5 kids, Espen. Oh, I have 2. They're adults. Yeah, Starlight. I am a social worker. I specialized in crisis counseling and crisis intervention, working specifically with populations that have been sexually assaulted or involved in domestic violence. It's a mouthful, but yeah. I have a master's degree in social work, and I have an undergraduate certificate in women's studies. So I'm a big fat feminist. And I was actually fairly old when I got my master's degree. Oh, thanks, Starlight. Let's see, I got my master's degree in 2007. So what, 12 years ago now? Yeah. So social work takes a special breed of people. I admire anyone else who goes into social work. So you were timed out, Mike? Really? How weird. How weird is that? I've never seen that happen before. Huh. I didn't do it. You see, my hands have been right here. I haven't even touched my phone. Huh. That's weird. I know I timed out somebody on Witchy's stream the other day because they were saying some pretty rude things and inappropriate. Huh. Yeah, YouTube does have a strange chat system. They do. Yeah. Hey, don't forget to thumbs me up. I would appreciate it. Heather's cat timing you up. Yeah, probably. Cyrano. So you like Cyrano de Bergerac, huh? Algorithms. Huh, how weird. That's really strange, Mike. I've never seen that before. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to say certain words. So I try not to say those. I always encourage everybody to check out my channel, though, if they haven't before. Because I've had people come into the live stream before that have no idea anything about me, who I am, or what I'm about. So I always ask everybody, just go check out a couple of videos. I have a variety of things. Of course, I probably don't need to tell you guys. You guys have probably all looked. Oh, weird. That's really... Well, guys, a full moon is coming up, so prepare for things to go really wacky here. I think it's the 19th is the full moon. That's funny. I think we're getting ready to go into Mercury retrograde. I think by the weekend. I think this weekend we're supposed to go into Mercury. I don't know. I'd have to check. And yeah, if Mercury's in retrograde, that does mess with communication. Yeah. Gotta love that darned old Mercury. Bad Cyrano. Bad Cyrano. Magic is finally fallen asleep. And I've got Tabitha here. And then Baxter and Derby. I'll show you guys. Look at this. Look at this. I'm surrounded by sleeping cats. Look, I have Magic. I'm knocking things down. I have Tabitha. That's Baxter. And that over there is my Norwegian forest cat, Derby. So, yeah. I'm surrounded by sleeping cats. And I probably just messed up that again. There we go. Can you guys see me okay? Yes, I have 4 cats. I used to have 6 and a dog and a turtle and 13 fish. A couple of years ago, actually almost 4 years ago now, my turtle, who we had in captivity for almost 23 years, got sick and took him to the vet, and the vet said he thought he was in kidney failure and probably wouldn't live much longer. So we decided to release him back into the wild so that if he did live, then awesome, he was free again. If he didn't, he spent his last days in the back in the wild as a free turtle. And then my fish died as a result of power outages. And my dog Sally, bless her heart, she was almost 18 years old when she passed away. She was the love of my life. You have 4 cats too, Heather. And then I lost 2 of my cats, one to old age, one to cancer. So now I just have these 4. Tabitha is the newest addition. 2 inside, 3 outside, and 2 dogs when I went. Oh, nice. I love animals. Can you tell? I mean, I grew up with animals. When I was in kindergarten, I took a snake to school, okay? I took a pet snake to school. So, yeah, I love animals. The only animals that, it's not that I don't like them, I'm afraid of them, but I'm deathly afraid of birds. My mother used to breed cockatiels and parakeets. And, oh, nice, Mike. And my mom would let the birds fly loose in the house. And I don't know, ever since then, I've just always been afraid of birds. Always have. But I don't hate them. I put food out for them, so. That's nice, Mike, that you have Shelby with you. It's good to have company on the road. I know a lot of truckers who take dogs with them. What kind of dog is she? My Sally was a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel Beagle mix. She was pretty too. She was a pretty little dog. Best dog I think I've ever had, except for maybe my golden retriever. What's everybody's cat's names? Oh, well, I have Tabitha Demeter, Magic, Baxter Jr., and Derby Drainpipe. Oh no, Espen! Mine wasn't a poisonous snake. Oh, cute. So she's a little dog, Mike. Yeah, Espen, mine was what they call a garter snake. Oh, you're afraid of horses, Heather? I'm not afraid of them, but I'm allergic to them. So if I go horseback riding, I have to make sure I take lots and lots of antihistamines before I go. I am very allergic to them. Break out in hives, throat closes up, quit breathing. Yeah. Found out the hard way. Because I love horses. But yeah, I found out the hard way. Cyrano, Orion, Douglas, and Algernon. Is Douglas after Douglas Adams? And is Algernon from the book Flowers for Algernon? Your most poison. Oh, wow. We actually have a lot of poisonous snakes here. I have a lot on my property because I have a stream that runs on my property. Missy and 2 socks. Precious, Sawdust, and Smoky. You want to hear something funny, Mike? When I was a little girl, I was called Missy. because my given name is actually Melissa. It's an Irish name. Not Melissa, Melissa, like you Tarzan, Melissa. But everybody called me Missy. So, yeah, Algernon, Flowers for Algernon is such a great book, too. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh, I think I need another sip of my wine. See, I nurse it. Doug is just Doug. Oh, that's some good one. It's very sweet. Ooh, Aspen used to train horses? That's so cool. I sent my daughter to horse camp one year in the summer. They had a special horse riding camp, so she wanted to go, and I sent her. But when she got back from camp, she had to leave all of her kit outside so that my then husband could wash it because I couldn't go near it. All after her being a week at horse camp, woo! Homebrewed wine. I made mead. I tried making almond wine. It didn't turn out so well. It's also known as broom wine. But I did make a really nice midsummer mead last year or 2 years ago. And I've also made honey mead before. So I'm an okay mead maker. Oh no. Oh wow, Mike. Mine didn't buck. I got lucky. It was really tall though. I mean, it was like a really big horse. Espen, I'm curious to trace my ancestors back now that I know that I'm 44% Scandinavian. I have no idea where. I mean, it could be Sweden, could be Norway. I have no idea. Mike. I remember those horses, Mike. I used to ride it at our Kmart too. We don't even have Kmarts anymore here. We got tons of super Walmarts, but no Kmarts anymore. You did get me, Mike. You did. Oh, that's awesome. Boom, boom. Yup, that is awesome, Mike. I guess you're feeling better, which is good. I like seeing that. I like seeing that. Oh my goodness. So you guys didn't have any big Valentine's Day plans this evening? My plan was to do this, and then I'm going to watch maybe some Miss Marple or Poirot or maybe Elementary or Sherlock. Can't tell I like mysteries, can you? Awesome, Starlight. I've kind of been doing that all day. I went and got my hair cut. I treated myself to tea with friends. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Well, there you go, Starlight. Oh, chocolate Reese's. I actually got some Dark Dove chocolates. So, yay, Espen. I like it when connections are made. Awesome. Ellery Queen. Yes. I actually have an Ellery Queen DVD, Mike. I'm glad somebody else knows who that is because usually when I say Ellery Queen, people are like, who? What? I'm like, pre Sherlock. Do you like Nero Wolfe, Mike? Since you know who Ellery Queen is, you probably know who Nero Wolfe is. Really, Espen? You don't like chocolate or sweets at all? Not even dark chocolate? I don't like milk chocolate. I only like dark chocolate. I'm not a milk chocolate fan at all. It's too sweet. I like to say that's my German coming out because I don't like the super sweet milky chocolate. Yes, Mike. Awesome. The one with what is it? Jim Hutton? Timothy Hutton's dad? Yeah. Espen. Wow. Goodness. You know what, guys? I've been on here for an hour and it doesn't even seem like it. That's funny. Hey, Baxter. Baxter just woke up. I know, right, Mike? Come here, Bax. Look, this is Baxter. Baxter, I found, actually, my ex-husband found in a box with his eyes still closed in our shed one year. He will be 6 this year, but he was a teeny tiny thing. He just fit right in my hand. And he doesn't like to lay down. He only likes to stand up. So, sorry, he got fur in my nose. Ugh. What you doing, You don't drink wine, Baxter. No, you don't drink wine. See, he gives me kisses. I say I live alone, but actually I just live with 4 other entities. Yeah, he is a sweetheart. He's my lover kitty. He loves everybody. Amazing cakes. Tiramisu! Espen! Tiramisu! I actually ate some tiramisu today because it's my favorite dessert ever. Tiramisu. I love tiramisu. And at Christmas time, I like fruitcake. I know people always hate the dreaded fruitcake. I like fruitcake. I like a good fruitcake. And if it's got a little brandy in it, even better. Me too, Starlight. I love tiramisu. It is my favorite dessert ever. And I had, like I said, I had some today. I treated myself to some today with a cup of tea at the Barnes & Noble Cafe. I went and I grabbed a stack of crafting magazines and I sat there and had my tea and read crafting magazines. Me too, Heather. And you know, and had my tiramisu, and then I waited, and I had a couple of friends that joined me. Look at this. He's watching you guys. You see this? He's watching you. You see? You see right there? Oh, wow. Well, you know, Valentine's Day was created by Hallmark, so it wasn't ever a real thing. It was created as a way to sell greeting cards and roses. So, oh, big yawn. There's a big yawn, Bax. Oh, oh my gosh. My cat yawns and it makes me yawn. What is that? What? What are you doing? So what else you want to talk about? Yeah. Heather's right, Mike. You can celebrate when you get home. Make every day Valentine's Day that you're at home. Don't worry about this day. This is just some arbitrary day some guy picked out on the calendar. What you looking at? What are you looking at? Baxter, don't put your butt in my face. What? What? Oh, thanks. Wet nose. Blech. I don't like wet nose. Right, yeah, St. Valentine Day. St. Valentine is a real saint. You're right. But it has very little to do with the holiday. Awesome. That's going to be me, Mike. That is so going to be me. I've already told everybody I'm going to be a blue-haired old lady. I don't care. I've got pink in my hair right now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I did put pink in my hair. You know, 'tis the season. When I was 30, my mother said, "What, are you going to become a blue-haired old lady now?" And I said, "I'll show her." So I dyed it cobalt blue when I was 30. So yeah, I find it the older. Oh yay, Starlight! The older I get, the less I care what anybody else thinks. That, and I spent 6 years doing roller derby, and I was in my 40s. Okay, I was the oldest roller derby girl on the team. So, you know, when you do roller derby in your 40s, you get a different perspective on things. Exactly, Heather. Exactly. You know what? And it's just hair. It's just hair. I dyed my kids' hair blue when they were in grade school. The school thought that I was crazy. I said, why? It's just hair. You know what? If the worst thing my kids wanted me to do was to dye their hair blue, oh well. First tattoo last year. Yes, yes. Tattoos are like Lay's potato chips. I have 7. I have 7 tattoos. I know. And it also doesn't help that my brother-in-law is a tattoo artist. So, yeah, nobody stops at just one. They are like Lay's potato chips. Nobody stops at just one. But yeah, I have 7 tattoos. So, I don't know if I can show you any. I don't know if I can get my sleeve up to show. No, I can't get it up high enough. I've got 2 on this arm, 1 on this arm, 2 on my back, 1 on my hip, 1 on my calf. Is that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yep, that's 7. Oh, okay, Espen. Thank you so much for joining me, though. I welcome. By all means, check out my other videos, and I'm gonna check yours out too. Thank you for coming. You get some sleep, okay? Gute Nacht und sus Traum. Hopefully you understood that. Oh yeah, Heather. There's some awesome artwork. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. You actually spelled it right too, Espen. That's awesome. The Mama Elaine. Okay, Mike, I'll have to look for the Mama Elaine. I will look for that. What kind of videos does she do, Mike? Espen, I hope I see you again. I do this every Thursday. He's the real deal. Who's that, Heather? Espen? Is that who you were talking about? Oh, okay, Mike. Mike, keep me up to date on her videos, and when she posts one, let me know. I'll be sure to watch it. I'm all about. Oh, yes, Heather. Yes, you're right. I'm all about supporting other YouTubers. You know, I think that's important. I think that this world is so big and there's such a wide variety of talents and people and, you know, viewpoints. I think that we should encourage that. You know, I definitely, I always check out people. I was actually talking with The Living Garden. I was talking with Jess from The Living Garden. And okay, Espen, bye bye. But anyway, I was talking with Jess about this very thing. You know, she said that she liked my chats because it's not always about homesteading. Even though I started off as a homesteading channel, and my channel is called Smallwood Homestead, I talk about other things as well. I mean, I have my children's playlist that I do, and I do my pagan stuff, and I do my homesteading stuff, and I do my crafting stuff, and I do my cooking stuff. And, you know, we were talking about how sometimes people get pigeonholed into one topic, and it's like they can't open their minds to get out of that topic. Me, I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, I want to do it all. I want to do everything. You know, I don't want to just stay on this one focus. You know, that's not where my brain is. It's not just about getting hugs. Exactly. Exactly. I am with you, Heather. I mean, I am thankful for all the hugs that I have and that I get. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, I mean, yeah, I do tarot, but you and I, Mike, we've chatted about other things. I don't even think we've talked about tarot, but we talk about other things, you know. And the things that I watch, this channels I subscribe to many different kinds. You know, I subscribe to everything from Christianity to pagan to Buddhism to homesteading to fishing to crafting, to home decor to DIY. You know, I look at everything. Oh, thanks, Mike. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you being here. Oh, thank you, Starlight. That's such a sweet thing to say. I appreciate that. You know, like I said, I started my channel as a journal for myself because I was going through a divorce. I was getting depressed. I was feeling alone. And I started doing my channel to connect with other people. So it's more of a hobby and a diary than anything else. And so I do what I like to do, and I do what I like to watch. And I like to think that there are other people that might find something in my channel that they like to watch as well, or that they might like to do. You know, like Mike said, I mean, the storytelling. You know, I love doing the storytelling videos. I love them. You know. Yes, Heather, embrace the uniqueness. Exactly. Exactly. I don't want to be a cookie cutter, you know, like everybody else. I mean, there's thousands of homesteading channels. So why would I want... Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Exactly, Mike. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be myself. I want to be me. And so that's the content that I produce. And yeah, it would be nice if I made it to 1,000 subscribers and then YouTube would say, hey, we're going to monetize your videos. And then I could go, oh, great, I've got a little bit of money coming in. That would be wonderful because, you know, I am currently unemployed and I'm living off my very small savings right now. But it's not... Yes, Heather. It's not the reason why I started my channel, though. I started my channel to document my journey through this life as a single 50-year-old woman trying to make it on her own, living in the middle of the woods. Because I do. I literally live in the middle of the woods. And I had to learn how to do things like use a chainsaw. And so what did I do? I documented the first time I used a chainsaw. And that was exciting to me. Me too, Mike. And I love telling them. My kids loved those stories when they were little. And I found the cards again, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put this on YouTube because I have a grandson. He loves watching Granny's videos, Granny's story times. You know, he likes Granny's story times. And I thought, well, maybe there's some other kids that might like it too. And then, like you, Mike, pointed out, adults like it too. And I was like, well, this is even more awesome then. That just convinces me more that that was what I was supposed to do. You know, if people comment on those videos and they like, or like my nature videos when I, you know, oh, thanks, Heather. Um, when I, you know, video like the deer in my yard, I realize that there are places in the world that don't have that kind of experience. You know, I'm sorry, but my friends in Australia do not see deer walking through their yard. So they like seeing stuff like that. Aw, thanks, Mike. Well, I'll be uploading some more. I have a couple more that I have to edit, and then I've got a few more that I have to record. So I will be uploading more. Trust me, there's like a gazillion different stories I could tell on there with the happenstance cards. So I plan to do so. Um, I'm thinking here, okay, I'm going to ask you guys this. I got 3 of you in here. I want your opinion. I'm thinking about starting a new series in which I read poems. And they can be for adults or kids. Really, Mike? That's awesome. See, I write poetry. I won't be reading my own poems to start with, but there's a poet that I thought about starting with, and his name is Rumi. And he's a very philosophical poet. Mike at midnight, like, oh, awesome, Mike. Oh, I wish I was awake at midnight. I would so watch, but I'm never awake then. Actually, I'll probably be going to bed in about 45 minutes because I usually am in bed by 8:30 at night. You know, but again, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, so kind of a trade-off. But anyways, I'm thinking about doing Random Rumi as a series in which I pick a Rumi poem and I read it. You know, just because I love Rumi. Like I said, he's very uplifting and positive. He's very philosophical. Okay, Mike. Well, I will definitely check them out then. Rumi, Rumi. Let's see. Hang on, I'll get the book. I'll be right back. This is one of my favorite books. Can you guys see that? Can you see that okay? Yeah, can you see that? Hopefully you guys can see that. But yeah, this is what I want to read from. You know, because there's beautiful, beautiful poems in here. You know, very, very happy, uplifting, philosophical, kind of like life lessons in poetry form. So, ooh, I just found a really groovy postcard. Check out this postcard. Huh. It was in my book. I was using it for a bookmark. But anyway, yeah. So I'm thinking about doing Random Rumi. I mean, there's over 300 pages in here. Need some uplifting. Well, let me see if I can find one. I know you just had a birthday. That's awesome. It does look like a Vogue cover, Heather. You're right. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a poem in here. It's been a while since I've read these. Let's see. Um, I don't know. These are fairly long poems. I was trying to find. And again, oh, Starlight, okay. I'm so glad you jumped in. I am so glad you came, Starlight. I'm going to watch some more of your videos too, because I like your videos. So you have a good night. Definitely have a good night. Well, I was trying to find a good one. Here we go. Okay, Mike, I found a poem for you. Okay? Awesome, Heather. All right, guys. I found a poem. I found a poem for Mike. Mike, this one's for you. It's called The Many Wines. God has given us dark wine so potent that, drinking it, we leave the two worlds. God has put into the form of hashish a power to deliver the taster from self-consciousness. God has made sleep so that it erases every thought. God made Majnun love Layla so much that just her dog would cause confusion in him. There are thousands of wines that can take over our minds. Don't think all ecstasies are the same. Jesus was lost in his love for God. His donkey was drunk with barley. Drink from the presence of saints, not from those other jars. Every object, every being is a jar full of delight. Be a connoisseur and taste with caution. Any wine will get you high. Judge like a king and choose the purest. The ones unadulterated with fear or some urgency about what's needed. Drink the wine that moves you, as a camel moves when it's been untied and is just ambling about. There you go, Mike. That was for you. It's called The Many Wines by Rumi. I love that one. Actually, I just love the whole book. He is a Sufi poet. So, grapes of people. Exactly. Oh, good, Mike. Yay. Happy birthday. That's my birthday present to you. Was The Many Wines by Rumi. My birthday present just for you. Ooh, I almost caught my hair on fire. Got a little too close to that candle flame. Oh my goodness me. I can't believe I've been talking this long, guys. I never talk so long. Well, no, I can't say that. I rarely talk so long in chat. That's what I meant to say. Should say what I mean and mean what I say, right? Is that how that goes? Say what you mean and mean what you say. Did that once in the bathtub. What did you do? And you aren't even in a Pepsi commercial? Okay, I'm really confused with the chat now, guys. Tabitha. Oh, she's got an itch. Hi, Magic. Oh, goodness me, guys. I think this gypsy is about ready to hit the hay. Exactly, Mike. I'll cut your hair. I've caught my hair on fire, too. Yeah, I actually, well, I've done it twice. Once, I was very inebriated and 21 and stupid. The second time, I was at a pagan ritual and got too close to the fire, and it to the point to where people started beating me about the head to try and put out the flames. Oh, Michael Tech. Oh, I get it now, Mike. I get it. Sorry, I missed it. I missed the reference, but I get it now. You know, blonde roots. I can't help it. Sometimes I'm a little ditzy. So, well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. Are you guys about ready to say farewell and good night? What is it? Farewell, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, good night. I don't know. Sound of Music. I've never watched the whole thing through, so. Alrighty. Have a good Valentine's Day. Oh, hey, J&M Explorations. Oh, you did just get here, didn't you? All right, I'll tell you what. I'll stay up for 10 more minutes. That way we can chat with J&M. How's that sound, J&M? Is that okay? I watched one of your videos today, too. Actually, what was it, an abandoned power plant? So, Musketeers outro. I know, right? Thanks, Heather. Yeah, I'm going to stay in for 10 more minutes so we can chat with J&M. So, oh, you're welcome, J&M. I really liked the video. It's kind of neat. I like exploring things too, so that's pretty awesome. If you guys haven't checked out J&M Explorations, go check them out. I watched their abandoned power plant video today. It was pretty cool. So, my cats are getting into things in the kitchen. That's awesome. Where are you guys located, J&M? Sorry, I'm yelling at my cats. I have 4 cats. Yeah, where are you guys located? Did my chat stop scrolling? Oh, okay. Connecticut. Okay. Well, I would invite you to come my way, but you're a little far. I'm in southern Illinois. So, okay, it started scrolling again, Mike. So, I don't know. I guess there was a lag. Maybe my internet is starting to act wonky again since the power went out earlier. So, where? Southern Illinois? Are you wanting my town? Is that what you're asking me? I'm close to Carbondale, Illinois. If you know where Carbondale is, it's the home of Southern Illinois University. But, really? Where's Jen from? Where at in Southern Illinois, Jen? Where's Jen from? Because now I'm curious. I want to see how close you are to me. Because there's different parts of Southern Illinois. Just depends on which one. Oh, Benton. Okay, well, I'm further south than Benton. I am in Murfreesboro. So if you know where Carbondale is, you know where Murfreesboro is. I'm in Murfreesboro. So, but I live in the middle of the woods, you know. I have 12 and a half acres of woodlands that I live on. And I know where Benton is, yeah. Yeah, but Murfreesboro is just, you know, hop, skip, and a jump from Carbondale. And I went to SIU. So, that's really cool. That's like the second person now that knows my area. Okay, awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of campgrounds here. Dodging the way station at Marion, right, yeah. Well, Mike, the next time you come through Carbondale, you know, you should message me and maybe we can have a cup of coffee. Because, yeah, and, you know, Carbondale is a 15-minute drive from my house. 15 to 20 minutes depending on traffic. Marion is about a 45-minute drive from my house. So, yep. I know where all that is. Coffee is good. I am a firm believer in coffee. You want to talk about faith? I have faith in coffee. Coffee will wake me up every morning. Yo. That's so funny. Wow, another person from the area. Really? When was this? When was this, J&M? Yep, Mike. I know that route. I used to live in Champaign. So we would drive from Champaign. Well, actually, I lived in White Heath, which is just outside of Champaign. And we would drive from Champaign to Carbondale to visit my daughter and my son. So, yeah, I know that trek well, Mike. Oh, I need another sip. So J&M, who was your vet or your uncle that was the veterinarian? I just wonder if it's a vet that I know. I forgot to show you guys my bottle. This was the team I used to skate with, the Southern Illinois Roller Girls. I skated, oh, thanks, Heather. I skated with both the Southern Illinois Roller Girls and the Twin City Derby Girls. Let's see. Oh, Lakeside. Yeah, I know where Lakeside is. Oh, Pyramid State Park. That's Tick Central. Yep. My second ex-husband works for Best Buy. Wow, this world is getting smaller and smaller the more we talk. Yeah, I know where Lakeside is. I used to take my animals there when I lived in Carbondale. Now I take them to Creekside, which is here in Murfreesboro. So, and yeah, this is Tornado Central. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mike, definitely. Definitely a lot of old houses. There's actually quite a few old houses in Murfreesboro as well. Believe it or not. It just depends on which end of town you're looking at. You know, the part by the river. Dr. Lane. That name sounds familiar, actually. Dr. Lane. That name does sound familiar. What have you got, Kat? Oh, hang on a second. I'll be right back. Give me that. Give it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Give me that. Bad kitty. Bad kitty. Ugh. Gosh, Kat. Can you not leave things alone? Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Tabitha had gotten on the table and gotten a little plastic lid off of the table, and I didn't want her to swallow it, so I had to go grab it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, just get up and run away. Yep, Mike. I live in Murfreesboro, so, yep. And, I know people in Chester, yes, home of Popeye. I actually met the creator of Popeye's brother and got to see some original gel colored gels for Popeye the cartoon that he had created. Yeah. Heather. I know, J&M, it is a small world. That's what I said. The more I talk, the smaller it gets. It's so cool. It is so cool. Yeah, Mike, I have this incredible knack for being in the right place at the right time. I don't know. Somehow I manage to always meet famous people. Just story of my life. Always happens that way. I'm not famous myself, gosh, but one of these days maybe, right? I mean, I'm only 50. It could happen. I can get famous, right? Oh my goodness. You are, Heather. If you think you are, you are. I think, therefore I am, right? Oh my goodness. Well, J&M, I hope you check out some of my other videos. I don't know if you've gotten to see any of them yet. I know Mike and Heather have. They've been friends of mine on here for a little bit now, which is cool. Oh, yay, J&M, I love it. I'm happy you stopped by too. I am so glad. I am so glad. Yeah, I enjoyed your video. I'll be watching more of them. I don't get a lot of time to sit and watch because I'm usually doing stuff on my homestead. But when I've got time, yeah, I always add to my playlist. I have a playlist to watch later, so. Alrighty. Is everybody about ready to call it a night now? We saying our goodbyes, our good nights, and our sweet dreams, and our let's see if I can do this. Our happy Valentine's Day. It's sort of a heart, right? It's sort of a heart. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, thanks, Mike. Yes, I think I will do the random roomie now. Now that you've heard some roomie, maybe you'd like to hear some more. So, oh, thank you, Mike. I try. I have funky fingers, so. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, J&M. Come back again. I do this every Thursday. Every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, every Thursday, unless I'm sick, which happened last week. But, I don't foresee any problems anymore. So, yeah, every Thursday, guys, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'll say the standard, like, share, that word you're not supposed to say, ring the bell. Check out my description if you want to contact me, or send me mail or anything like that. All that groovy stuff. So, all right, guys. This has been fun. I'll talk to you all later. And have a good sleep. And as Princess Bride says, sleep well and dream of large women. Bye, y'all.